What's up, fellers? We are Tuesday night, and I'm live. Sorry. Anyway, Jeremy, Unfinished, Lars, Jason, how the hell are you? Oh, I pause that. What up? I got all the trash taken out. Dan, how are you? A little upset with me. It wasn't my fault, but I had to share. Uh-oh. We got the broadcast in the house.
Yep.
With no camera again.
Yep.
It'll come back on eventually. Watch.
No, I have so much crap plugged into this thing, it won't work.
Oh. Jason, have you ever had that birria taco? That taco truck?
Nope.
It is like the closest authentic Mexican burrito, tacos, and quesadillas.
You ain't even never had no damn real Mexican food.
I said the closest, didn't I?
You don't even know what Mexican food is. Real Mexican food is kind of weird.
Well, that's what I heard. So this guy makes it really, 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 really good. And
they like using
I didn't know Erica and Abby went and got it for dinner, and Jeremy loves it. Your son-in-law. So I sent him a picture of it.
They like using like eggplant and stuff down in Mexico. It's weird, man. But I will tell you, I don't like guacamole here in the States. But down in Mexico, dude, it is the stuff.
Really? I can't stand the texture.
It's so good. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way because, like, I don't like mushrooms, and that's what it reminds me of. But their avocados and stuff, it's different.
Hey, Tom.
It's completely different. What's up, Tom?
Hey, little Digger.
What's up, Digger? My Digger.
Sounds so close, don't it? Oh, yeah. Here's Jeremy got to show off his new shit.
Man, you sent me that picture. I was so mad at you.
He was like, mother trucker.
I was like, I got to send this to Jeremy.
I showed Kaylee. She's making lasagna, so we just got to eat that. And I was like, man, he done it to me.
I emailed my logo thing, Jeremy, to put on your website, by the way.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll put it on there. I'll do it right now while we're.
You're all right. I was surprised my scan code actually still works and goes to my website and not to freaking midget porn or some weird shit. Did I tell you what happened to us? Where were we at? Oh, we were on our way home when Hannah got married in Mexico. We were in the airport, and they put the little scan things on the table for your menu, or it was to pay actually. And Cindy scanned it to pay our bill, and it went to some like entertainment website. And she was like, "What the fuck is this?" And she didn't pay it, so she told the girl like, "Hey, something's wrong." So somebody had taken that and changed the address of it. So I'm paranoid now. So every day I go out and I scan because I got a big one on my window in my van. And man, today, I'll tell you what, this warm weather has woke everybody up. I've been busy all week.
Old McDonald's got a question about my thumbnail. We had a guy bring in his Chevy Sonic that I think he said he had it at like 5 or 6 different shops, and all they do is throw parts at it.
And spent several $1,000s doing it.
Had a cam code in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I pull this thing apart because I checked the cam signal with my scope, and it's perfect at the sensor and at the PCM. So I pulled the valve cover, and 2 teeth are broke off the tone wheel, and then Jeremy touches it and it
And it
spins
just
by
spins.
itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I did? The first one of those I ever worked
Jim
on, when I
Bob
did a
was
valve
what?
cover gasket on it.
Yeah.
I didn't have the valve cover straight, and when I set it down, I broke one of the teeth off.
Oh,
Yeah. So, me being me, and Bruce was being an asshole, I freaking put the tooth back on it. I found the tooth. I put the tooth back on it. I drilled through the tooth into the cam. I put a drift pin or oh dang it, what's it called? The dowel, the dowel pin, the expandable dowel pin.
a roll pin.
A roll pin, thank you. Yeah, I put a roll pin in it and then I tacked it in. And yeah, I've been paranoid about them all the time. Jim Bob 2 times.
Yeah, the Challenger was a car coming from Columbus.
That's a good channel name. I like that.
What, Jim Bob?
Jim Bob 2 times. That's a good channel name. I like that.
So, Old McDonald, does that answer your question? And we had to order a camshaft. We called GM. They're on like definite back order, indefinite back order.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I mean, that's how fragile those teeth are. Like literally, you can't even touch them. Like I put the valve cover on it and pushed it down and broke the tooth on the stupid thing. And this car was like brand new. It was stupid.
So the tone wheel, in a nutshell, is what 2 of the teeth on the tone wheel are broke, and it also spun loose. So it's not showing the right timing to the PCM. So I have to replace the camshaft.
Yep.
Well, after checking all the sensors and everything else.
So hopefully the other one is still in time, which I think it is, because I put it on top dead center, and the half moon of the reluctant wheel is supposed to be flat with the cylinder head, and it looked flat.
Well, what I'm worried about is where the rest of that gear went.
Who's Jeremy? Why does he remind me of Timu Temple?
Oh no!
Damn.
That's
Dylan. That's my son-in-law. Well, my oldest son-in-law. I actually have 2.
He's like same age you are, Jeremy.
Yeah. No, he's not.
Close.
Dylan's the same. No. Dylan's the same age as Hunter.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. He is.
Yeah.
Convert to a carburetor. Problem solved.
There you go.
I don't know if they have a conversion for that.
We can make something work.
Cooking bacon for your son. Wish you luck. Yeah, you ain't gonna get
What
none
up,
of
Big
it.
Dig?
I think so.
I make a pound of it. My boy eats it all, Jim Bob.
Yep.
Your boy
I
just
make 2,
eats.
so I get like 4 pieces of it because everybody else eats all the shit.
We ordered lunch
he's
today.
24.
He ordered a pizza and 10 wings. I'm like, dude.
So actually, Dylan's the same age as Brenna. I'm sorry, he's 24.
Okay.
Brenna just turned 25. So Hunter
So
just turned 20. Well, Hunter's 23. He'll be 24 in September. So actually, he's in between them.
23, he'll be 24.
Jeremy's old. Jeremy's an old fart.
My back says so.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
dude. Where I keep having to move everybody's shit. My back Sunday we moved the rest of Sunday's mom's crap out. There's my kid.
Hey, Brat.
Got to steal the show, you know.
You can tell that's my kid, can't you?
Uh-huh.
I'm a brat. Hunter's birthday party at No Names? Maybe.
Let's see. Yeah, it's close. His birthday is on the
17th.
17th. Yeah, same day as your brother's, isn't it?
It's the only reason I can remember it. It's
Yeah.
one of the few birthdays that I can remember.
Yeah.
Your brothers.
That's at your brother's.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got, let's see, Ashley the 13th, Abby the 14th, and Hunter the 17th, but there's someone else.
There's a lot of September birthdays. That's Christmas time, babies, right there.
Yeah. I know.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
We probably have 10 or 15 in September.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Actually,
You're a couple
I think
years older than me, Jim Bob. I'm 34. I'll be 35 in November.
I got 10 years on you, on Jim Bob.
You old fart.
I want to say Ridley was September 1st. Let's see. Let me look back at my calendar. I think she's September 1st. When was Hannah's baby born?
November, right? November. I don't remember. I want to say the 16th or something like that.
What did you say, Rob? Maeve's birthday?
Yeah.
November
16th?
21st?
Oh, was
Well,
it?
whatever day, if Tom's in here, his big grandbaby was born the same day. Hold on, I got somebody wanting to.
I can remember Morgan's, but I can't remember Ridley's.
Let's see. I just got her 3-month picture the other day. November 21st.
Okay, so it was November 1st when Ridley was born, I believe.
Are you serious?
I think.
You know whose birthday that is?
No.
Your mother's birthday.
Oh, God, I thought you were going to say that.
Oh, man. That was rough.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
Ridley-
realize that until you said that. I was like, oof.
I'm gonna ask her right now because that's not cool. I thought her birthday was in September.
So Hannah's birthday is the 15th. Jeremy's is like, what's yours, Jeremy? The 3rd?
Yeah, mine's the 3rd, November 3rd.
See, I can actually remember. I remember that one.
Well, you may as
I know-
well. I
I
mean,
do
I've
know
been
Robbie-
basically
I do know
your
Robbie's
kid since
birthday.
15 years old. So
I knew on Robbie's birthday.
Did you know my fucking birthday? Because mine's coming up.
Kaylee said, "You know her fucking birthday because hers is coming up."
Yeah, that's the first day of spring. Jerk.
Yep, first day of spring. He said, "Jerk."
Dang!
You know how old I am? We're getting old.
You remember your
He
name?
knows how old you are.
Yeah, I know how old she is. She's like 45, isn't she?
45. Damn. Gonna watch that. She might drive to your house.
She's like 62, motherfucker.
I will be 52 in July.
She said 62.
Yeah, you're going to age me by 11 years. I'm going to age you.
I feel like I'm about 72. Shit.
Smell like it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over there and fart on your pillow and give you pink eye and watch it.
Well, you ain't got to worry about Bud no more. He's got a freaking pole in the grave.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, we got to get him put down.
Oh, I thought you did that already.
No, we got him on pain meds right now, and he's been doing pretty good. So we're trying to delay that a little longer.
Well, and I probably better go over and say bye to him. He hasn't barked at me for a couple of years since he hasn't felt good.
Well, he don't care no more. So
That dog fucking hated me his whole
he
life.
still barks at the mailman no matter what.
The funniest thing with that dog that ever happened though was like I was driving down the road that one day and he got loose and I stopped and I was like, "Go home," and he barked at me and I'm like, "Bud, go home," and he hung his head down and he was like like fine, and he walked to the house and went in the yard and I shut the gate and he barked at me the whole time after I shut the gate.
Yeah, it seems like y'all trying to talk to me.
Yeah. The last time I came over to your house, he tried to jump over the damn fence at me.
But he's old. He's like the same age as Chloe was.
He's
old.
18 this year.
Yeah. Oh, he's 18? Oh, he's older than Chloe was. Chloe would have
Yeah.
been 16 on March the 13th.
How old is he?
He's 18.
He was older than Chloe. He was getting old.
Yeah.
Rob, do
So
you
good.
remember Grandpa's dog Duke?
Oh yeah, I played with him.
Yeah, he was 18 when he passed
I
away.
thought he was Uncle Steve's dog.
So there's a controversy behind that.
Because I played in the doghouse with him and I got in trouble for it.
Dude, I used to sleep in the doghouse with him.
He was the coolest dog ever.
So he was let's see, he was 5 years older than me. And yeah, when I was little, I would go out in the doghouse and fall asleep with him. And Grandma would be looking around for us like, where the hell are they at? And she was like, anytime she would go out and she couldn't find Duke, she thought he got out. Well, anytime I was asleep, he wouldn't move. So she would look in the doghouse, and here I am, like 4 or 5, sleep on him in the doghouse, and he wouldn't move until I woke up, you know.
Old McDonald said if he was any older, his birth year would start with an 18.
Right? So anyway, so actually, I guess there was 2 of them. When Grandpa drove the truck for Wagner Wood,
Yeah.
he found 2 of them, and he brought them home. They were little tiny, and he had them both in his pockets. Like he had one in one pocket and one in the other. Well, obviously one of them didn't make it. So, but Uncle Steve had gotten one of them, and Grandma and Grandpa decided to take the other one. So they really don't know which one was which, but I mean, he lived there the whole time.
Dude, I remember when his back legs gave out and Grandpa had to take him upstairs and downstairs. And
yeah, and then I went out to feed him one day and he had a stroke, and I was like,
Yep.
well, time to put him down.
yeah, that's when he had to take him upstairs and downstairs because he couldn't use his back legs.
Mhm.
How old's Oscar now then?
Kaylee wants to know how old Oscar is. He's like 5 or 6.
3.
Yeah, he ain't that old.
3?
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
that old.
You said 3. I thought he was older than that too.
No.
I thought he was close to Ranger.
Yeah. No, Moraine, my dog, she's starting to slow down a bit too. We actually taking them Thursday after work to go get checked out because they ain't been to the vet in a while, so they're about due.
My dogs are getting old.
Rain's got a big lump on her back. I'm hoping to God it's not cancerous or something.
Yeah, Lila has those same bumps that Bandit started getting on her sides.
Bud's
To
got
me, it kind of looks like a skin tag.
cancer,
Like,
and it's attacking his right
I think it's a
side of his body.
fluid and
Yeah.
it moves around.
Poor guy.
yeah.
Her back, yeah, 'cause
She's not
But
too old to
the
beg though. She's
old-
been here begging.
Old McDonald's Social Security number starts with 1.
Come here, you want to come say hi?
Dude,
Say hi.
with the pain meds, that dog is playing like a damn puppy right now.
Come on.
And
There she
if
is.
he was in pain, I would have never known because he never
Oh,
knew.
there's Rain. She's such a sweet dog.
She's my baby.
Yeah, she's such a sweet dog.
My baby.
Yeah, that-
Now she's gonna lay in my lap.
Yep.
Oh, she's done
Dan says mine starts with 2.
Mine starts with 2.
Mine too.
Yeah, that's because we were born in Ohio. That's why they start with 2.
Mason comes in the other day and he goes, "You were born in the 1900s." I'm like, "Boy, shut up.
Shut up.
That ain't even funny."
Nope.
Kind of was, but
Yeah, kind of was.
man, we ain't seen Don yet.
The Don.
no.
Yeah,
He's
we
probably
ain't
out of beer. He had to make a beer run first.
seen- He's out.
That or he took a shower and passed out.
That's why I said he's out.
Man, it was so nice today. I was working outside the last part of the day and I loved it.
Man, I worked all day yesterday, and then I had one to go check this morning, and
Hey,
then
Lars.
I'm gonna have Brenna's gonna be kind of my RV rental person. She actually fucking went to work with me the other day and helped me take her refrigerator out and replace the cooling unit on the back of it and lift it back in.
Nice.
She was badass, and it was cold last week. Like it was like 12
Yeah.
degrees after doing that. But I took her out to the storage unit today to show her around the rental RV because it's getting ready to the rentals are getting ready to start. That we've
Are
already
you
got.
listening on Toro?
What's that?
Are you listening on Toro?
No. So I didn't even know. I'll have to look into that. It's called Toro, you said?
Yeah, Toro. It's for rental cars, but I've seen like RVs and stuff on there too.
Most everybody's doing it. Hell, you can rent them on. You can rent them on freaking Uber now.
Are you trying to sell the other guy's campers?
Yeah. I am.
Okay.
I was wondering. I seen that on there. I was like, he's selling it already.
I figured I didn't want to ask on the post.
No, it's the same fleet that mine came from.
That guy had like 4 or 5, didn't he?
He had, well, at one time he had 8, and then he went down to 5, and then now he's down to. I bought one. Somebody else has already bought. He's down to 3 of them now, and honestly, the two out of the 3 I would not buy because just the brand that they are. They're Thors. I freaking can't stand them. They're cheap pieces of crap. But so mine, it was the second biggest one, like the Jayco that's on my picture now. I don't know if you guys can see it or not.
Nice.
And then he's got it's a Leprechaun. I can't think of who makes it, but it's a bigger one, and it's on the GM chassis. But the problem with it being a bigger one, a lot of kids rented it, so the inside is like really warm.
So Ridley was born September 1st.
Oh, okay, good. I thought she was born in September. Yeah. But
It's TURO.
TURO. Okay.
Yep.
I'll look into that. So here's the problem with those. Well, there's pros and cons to it. So I rent on Outdoorsy. That's what I meant to say was I'm renting on Outdoorsy. The nice thing is they take care of checking all the background
Glass.
drivers. They take care of all the insurance, all the roadside assistance, all the repairs. Of course, customer has to buy that package. And then I was doing what's the other one? RV Share. RV Share reached out to me like, hey, you need to update your account. And I'm like, I thought I had an account. So I updated it. And I got a couple messages, and it was almost like Facebook where they're like, oh, well, will you just take, say the rental was like supposed to be like $1,300 for the week they were doing or whatever. And they're like, will you take $1,200? And I'm like, it is Coachman Leprechaun.
Yes.
Thanks, Elsie. Lars, you are correct. I got to send that man a beer. And it's a big one too. Like I said, it's in good shape. It's just, well, it's just worn. Like everything's just worn. But anyways, I digress. And then I had I had the weird questions, like they're trying to Jew me down. I'm like, look, I'm not responsible for the pricing on this thing. And on top of the monthly or the weekly rental or whatever it is, like you got to pay for the insurance package.
Yeah.
And so then the lady was like, well, it's like, I don't know what it was. Say it was like, you said it's $195 a night. Well, it's $195 a night during the week, and then it's like $225 on the weekend. Actually, here in the next couple weeks, as soon as the season ramps up, then the prices go up. Like they go up according to, supply and demand. Like I have no control over that.
With my people.
So then, cheers, old McDonald.
Vic. Jesus.
I did get, Vic, I was outside cleaning out my van earlier, and I did get a little lightheaded, and I was like, who farted? But anyway, then I realized, then they sent me a thing. They were like, oh, the renter wants to rent your RV. You need to set up your payment.
That's what I asked.
I go into, and they pay through Square. Well, Square is the one that I took my first credit card payment back last year in like January. They held my money for a freaking 90 days. They held like $1,100 for 90 days. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I got like $700 out of my pocket in this bill. So I'm like, nope, I shut it down. So, but I actually went through MBA insurance where I can do my own stuff, and I've got their insurance, and they do the background checks, and it's a little bit more than normal insurance, but
They cut my hair, they could make a wig out of my hair on the ground.
Damn cows were holding their noses in Ohio.
Right, he walked away because you know you can't be like,
He knows you got
Whoa, Jeremy, what are you doing?
yeah.
I was trying to show you this.
So
Oh, the Alfa Romeo, yeah.
I seen this the other day, and dude, it was pretty sweet.
It's like a Volkswagen camper van.
Yeah, like a bus, but yeah, it's Alfa Romeo. Said it won't hit 50 mile an hour. But yeah, dude, I seen that. I was like, man, that is so damn cool.
He said,
Are you Garfield? That should be your name if you like lasagna.
but he ain't a cat.
What are you talking about?
Garfield's tough.
Yeah.
Cornbread Gaming. That Jeremy dude looks like he can handle his alcohol.
So what are you, Garfield?
Who is Cornbread Gaming?
It's Barry.
Oh, that makes total sense now. That need to be corn-fed gaming.
Corn fed. I don't know. I think the last time you were here, you didn't really want to make it home.
Do what?
Last time he was here, he was so freaking hammered. He wanted to try to get home, and I'm like, no. I was going to elaborate on that, but we'll not.
Well, Dan, it was really nice out today. Did you get out and do anything?
Sorry.
He's got a bunch of old cool cars, but he won't make any videos.
Cornbread. I wonder who that is.
You know exactly who that is.
Mhm. Had to go up and steal some of my brother's pizza.
Cornbread.
Better give me some of that cornbread, boy.
You gonna eat your?
I don't
corn?
remember why that started, but you know, of course, Bobby gave him the nickname, like Chick P. Chick P,
Go eat
your
that
brother.
cornbread, boy.
He'll be screaming Chicken P. That's all I hear. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, I'm Meatloaf. We all got a
Yeah,
nickname.
Meatloaf. For my birthday, so Bobby gave Kaylee the nickname Meatloaf, and for my birthday a couple years ago, and got me a T-shirt that says "I love eating meatloaf."
No, it said.
Yeah. No, that was the other one.
Oh.
And then he got me another one that said "Make Meatloaf Great Again." It was like Meatloaf, like the singer.
Yeah.
Bro, something wrong with you.
I had my drinks before lunch. Nice. Who don't love cornbread, damn?
Bubby.
Xavier will eat a whole freaking pan of that by himself. The boy's a bread fiend.
So Ashley has one of her gluten-free mixes from Crust Ease, is the brand.
Like
Crust
Rusty's
Crust
from the
Ease.
cars. Okay.
It's a crust with a K. Dude, you need to go get you a box of that and make it and try it.
Got
Yeah.
some crust D's.
Crust D's nuts, yeah. My mom once made
Come on.
flavored meatloaf, and it was good. Thanks, Lars.
Bars.
Cornbread
He's the
and whole
best.
barbecue ribs. Oh yeah. But that Krusty's brand cornbread is a sweet corn. It is fantastic.
I like
We
sweet
made,
cornbread.
we made ham and beans and potatoes and cornbread the other night. I was like, ooh.
Get you a
Like a
box of
grandma.
that Krusty's brand and try it. Dude, you'll love it.
Because I like the sweeter kind.
Yeah.
Crust
I had to
D's.
try it.
It's crust with a K.
Crust D's.
Ease.
Crust E's.
These nuts.
That's what your dad said.
Where'd
She
get
goes,
that
Crust
from?
D's nuts.
Crust D's. Let's see. I'm looking up Turo now. Rent Exotic. and luxury cars. Let's see.
Man, this damn camera.
I know
Just
what
trying to show me what it
Krusteaz
looks like.
is.
Krusteaz.
Crusties. Gotcha.
Worldwide.
I don't see any.
One thing I like about this camera
I don't
is
see
I can
motorhome. Let me see.
Remind me of Prestige.
Turo.
But
Up to
Where we
our
don't trade at.
Turo RV rent.
What kind of camera do you have, bro?
Logitech webcam. I picked up for like $29.
So you might need to go in
Dad, come get your stuff off my bed.
and turn your automatic focus on.
Get all your stuff off my bed.
I'm trying to remember. I don't have a Logitech camera anymore, but
I don't know if I had that option. I don't remember. So Dan, my grandma used to make they called it, or she called it, taco bake. And she used a cornbread as the crust on the bottom, and then put all the other stuff on the top of it and stuck it in the oven. That shit was awesome. You remember that, Jason?
Yup.
do you know what model that is, Ron?
It's the BR549.
BR549.
You can try and look that up. No, that just says 1080p on the front. I think I've got the box over here.
I told him I'm going to set him up with OBS to do his streams through there so he can do multiple platforms.
You can do multiple platforms on
StreamYard.
StreamYard
Can you?
too. Yeah.
I've never.
Yeah, I used to broadcast on Facebook, TikTok, all of them.
I did get my new chair though.
I got a new chair too.
I
Well,
got
I
a
didn't
new
get one
chair,
like
but it's too tall.
What's too tall?
My chair.
Oh,
That's
no, mine's a
this one too. Like my head is like
high back, but not like as tall as Jeremy's though.
yeah.
Mine like
It's like-
folds
I didn't
down.
think-
My
I
legs
ordered
are
this one
up
online
underneath.
for like $70, so I didn't think it was going to be as bad as this, but it is pretty tall.
It was good, Dan. Surprised I'm not seeing Mex Spec in here. Usually see him and Dan.
No school shirts.
Yeah, Mex is over. in,
He won't go in there to find them. So
yeah.
He's over in
Don
Kim
and Kim
Buff.
or
Yeah,
Buff, yeah.
yeah. He's a Uncle Tony guy.
He didn't have the shirt, had to wear Masons. That's too big. Told him when he got home to find them. He's like, I can't find them. They have to be in there somewhere. They didn't just
Let's see.
walk
We'll
off.
get the camera.
I mean, it's not a big deal. I was trying to see if it would work with the Logitech software or not.
Logitech Brio 101, full HD, 1080p.
Rio 101.
Does Rob do live with Legion board? No, I'm not
No, we
allowed.
We don't fuck with no.
We don't
Ouija
mess
board.
with those things.
No, we
Jason
don't
said
fuck
I'm
with
not
Ouija
allowed
board.
to.
No,
No, that
I
was
got-
my.
I got
That was-
bad stories about Ouija boards.
I never had one mess with me.
Ooh, I did.
Me too. I had one throw a lamp at me.
Yeah, we don't fuck with no Ouija boards.
But no, that's normally my background for my Halloween stuff. But that's just where it went.
It's like our buddy Chris has got the Ouija board tattoo on his hand. I'm like, dude, no.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Play
I
with
don't
that
mess with no Ouija boards. Hell no.
I used to be able to go in and change my settings for my back.
Turo doesn't do RVs. I mean, they just do vans and.
I swear I thought I seen them on there before.
Well, I mean, it redirects you to another place. So. Clancy's giving away all the rest of the shit they got left this week.
Like what?
Oh, like the booths and the tables, and I think it's all gone. Actually, I know it's all gone because Dee sent me a video earlier. When I went out this morning, when I was leaving, I went up that way to go get something to eat, and I saw a trailer backed up, and they were loading a bunch of stuff up.
Yeah.
So if you let's see. I want to say it's called
Exactly.
Logitech G Hub or Logitune, one of the two. You can change the options of the camera, and you can probably set it for autofocus.
What is it now?
Logi options, LOGI options.
In the camera settings?
On Logitech's website.
Oh, okay.
It's an app you can download.
You guys know why we have all the UFO activity around lately? I didn't know it ever stopped. I think that's where my kids came from.
He got an anal probe.
Barry said, "We in Ohio, we have enough problems out summoning the dead." Facts.
So you're saying I can go to that website and change the options in the camera?
It's an app that you download on your computer, but yeah, it'll let you
I'll try and do that.
adjust it. Yeah. I got this Insta 360 camera, man. I love this little thing. I haven't set it up yet, but it's got like a 3D base on it, so I can change it to where it will follow me around the room. If I get up and move.
We don't need to see that, Jeremy.
No. I mean, there's some stuff back there that you definitely don't want to see.
Oh, this new chair is pretty awesome, though. The only thing it doesn't have is a recline. If it did, it'd be bad.
This one like lays flat and it's got a little leg rest that flips out underneath it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty pimp. Never gonna use it, but
Liar.
I won't, because the way I sit up so high at my desk, because my monitor's kind of up high, that I can't. My legs won't fit into the desk that way.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with that new chair I got. I'm too high where I can't get under the desk. I'm like, well, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm not that fat. Fuck. Close, but
Insta 360 rocks. DJO Osmo Action is.
I've got almost everything cleared out of this room down here. So I'm hoping to be able to start painting and get all that done. And then I threw out the old chair I had. And the old rickety shelves that were down here, they're all gone. And I threw a bunch of shit out. A bunch of old car parts that we'd never use. Oh, Jason. The old bouncer from Clancy's.
John Hearn.
Yeah. Brought his Trailblazer up to the shop and put him in sticker shock because of all the stuff it needed.
Mm-hmm.
And he just sold it to me for $1,500.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did he get you the title yet?
No, it's coming from Advantage Car and Credit, so it takes 10 days.
Gay?
Yeah. So
Imagine that.
I told him I was like, bring
Lifetime.
it.
That Trailblazer has probably been rebuilt and resold 38 times by the one of two of us.
By Rob.
Or me. Hell.
No, that one was
Lifetime-
after
what is
me.
it? I saw a license plate the other day.
Is it blue? Because if it's blue, I've done it
Lifetime
like 17 times.
powertrain warranty.
It was like a dark gray.
Man, I had this one blue Trailblazer that came back to me. I swear to you, every other week.
You get
It would
repoed.
it would get sold, repoed, brought in to be fixed.
No,
which
that
there's
was
nothing for
Jason's
it, and
Mustang.
sold.
Yeah,
You
sorry
remember
about
Jason's convertible Mustang?
that. Yes, sorry
The
about
red
that.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 times it came back to me. The last time I had to put a motor in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well,
we
when I
got-
bought it, it had sand in the oil pan. So.
That's the one he about threw me out of leaving our wedding.
Mm,
Well, I put a motor in it, and the 302 came out of a cop car from a long time, one of the cop cars back then.
Mhm.
So I put that motor in it. It actually was way stronger than the other 302 that was in it. And then, like 4 months later, it's wrecked. It's totaled. It's gone. It's beer cans.
I was taking Brenna over to Jeremy and Kaylee's house one time when they lived there off of Route 4. And I passed the lady and I'm like, oh, look, Brenna, there's our car. She's like, I miss
Didn't
that car. I'm like, fuck that car. I hate that car.
Didn't you trade the race car for that?
Yeah, I got screwed on that deal. I drove it for like 3 days. It lost oil pressure. I dropped the oil pan. When we dropped the oil pan down, the oil pan was literally full of sand. It came from Florida, so they must have ditched it in a fucking sand dune or something. Ended up pulling the motor out of it, cleaned all the sand out of it I could. Got it running again. I drove it for a little while. And then I broke the rear end in it. And I ended up, it had an 8.8 in it with a 273. It was an automatic. I had an old 7.5 rear end that had a 373 in it. So I put it in it and changed the speedometer gear and stuff. I mean, the car was peppy after I put that, changed the gear, but I'm
You
like,
should have
I'm
told
getting
her
rid
after I
of-
put that other 302 in it.
I'm getting rid of that piece of shit before it goes away.
Dude, the power windows quit working. The power locks quit working. I mean, it was a mess.
It was a turd. That guy screwed me, but
Yeah.
whatever. I got another one now, so
We've already drank out of it.
not of a yeah, not an SN95. I've got a 4-eyed Fox now, so
And it's so
Oh yeah, you got that one that Hunter had out there on the trailer, didn't you?
yeah, I got
Yeah.
the T-top one from Eddie now.
Oh, you got a different one?
Hmm?
No,
You got a
this is the
different
one that Hunter had
that's
back
the same
there.
one.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
one.
That thing is pretty clean.
Yeah, it's not bad. It does have new floor pans in it. Somebody put new floor pans in it. It needs finished because they didn't spot weld like where the transmission cross member and stuff are. It's
Yeah.
just kind of hanging in there. But I mean, it's no big deal.
In November, and now you
Yeah, old McDonald, I saw that.
means your levels are.
'Cause I'm going to make like an X brace
Look at it.
from frame to frame because it is a T-top, and then I want to make an X brace that incorporates the transmission mount because it's going to have a LS and a power glide in it, so it's going to be weird anyway. So
Yeah.
it's weird. So on the back of those, the older ones had that quad shock, which was like a traction bar.
Stupid.
You see where somebody literally took a torch and cut those
The
quad
mounts.
shocks off. Yeah, no, the mount's still there.
Oh.
Another set
So
of
what I'm
control.
going to do is instead of having the quad shock, I'm going to get some rod ends and stuff and make some adjustable bars in there
Uh-huh.
because that's what guys used to do back in the day anyway. Well, back when I first started, they would take the quad shocks out and they would just bolt a solid strut in there. But I'm going to make them actually adjustable so I can change the pinning angle and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
connecting the putting that extra bar by the shock tower to the frame or the firewall
Yeah.
is a humongous part in that car. But
Mm-hmm.
putting the main hoop in that car would probably really strengthen it up.
It's got a cage in it, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It needs
Oh.
one.
I
No,
thought it
that's the
did.
best thing I ever did to mine was put a roll bar in it because it worked so much better when I put the roll bar in it. It was like everybody was like, "Oh, you don't want to add that weight." Well, adding the weight in the car, it picked it up because it made the chassis work.
Because the convertibles, Dan, they've got those extra bracing through the doors and in the quarters.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan knows he's messed with them.
Yeah.
The T-tops don't have that.
My T-top,
Well, like even on my notch, I didn't cut the door braces out and stuff like everybody did. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I need to leave that weight in it, you know.
Yeah.
I could have cut them out of mine, but I don't need to.
Nah. Yeah. It's not that big. It's a bigger pain in the ass than it is what it's worth, you know. But I mean, any unibody car, you weld a roll bar in it, it just ties everything together and makes it work better.
Right.
It's kind of cool. I remember when I did it, it was like it drove like a full frame car, like a heavy car after I did that. It rode better on the highway. It didn't make all the noises.
Yeah.
Obviously, at the drag strip, it worked better. I mean, that car worked. Like, it worked really well. Like, I never had problem with traction. I could run tires down till the cords were showing in them, and, you know, it would still go. So
Once I put that bolt-in fork point in the Firebird, I think it shook it up to pieces.
oh,
Like,
yeah.
It was finally so stiff, it just shook the car apart.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I got solid motor mounts in my car. I left the urethane transmission mount on the transmission, but put solid mounts with the roll bar, frame connectors, everything. That car is smooth as silk.
Is it still that way? You still have solid motor mounts and a flexible transmission mount?
Yep.
You got to put a solid transmission mount in it,
Why?
because you'll break the bell housing if you don't.
How?
It's because the
that's
motor's
the
not
torque
moving, but
now.
the transmission can.
Yeah, that's where the torque is now.
Yep. It'll break the bell housing on it or
Or
break
snap the
flywheel.
input shaft.
Yeah.
Damn. I thought
I
leaving.
mean, we could literally build a solid mount for that.
Oh, they make them, dude. They're cheap. You can buy aluminum.
Yeah. I thought leaving the urethane mount back there would be easier on the transmission.
No, the problem is the motor is not moving, but the transmission will, and it'll break the bell housing on it, or it'll break the flywheel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that was an old rule when you put like a motor plate in one. You had to make sure everything was solid because, yeah. There you go. Yeah, like Brian said.
Yep.
Yeah. Like a lot of cars that have motor plates, they have a front plate and a mid plate,
yeah.
like where the transmission is.
Yeah.
And then they don't even have a transmission mount because it doesn't need it because it's so solid. But yeah, you leave anywhere for movement, it's going to break it.
Well,
And since you got that Chevy motor in there making all that power, you're going to have to fucking watch braking shit.
it's yeah, I've not had slicks on it with this motor, so
Yeah. You can get that same mount that I got. It's an aluminum mount. It's they're not that expensive.
You haven't even got that thing to the track yet, have you?
no, the only track it's been on was Woodman Drive when I ran that Cobra Mustang.
Depending on the night, it's the same thing. I was telling Hunter earlier. We heard Maya.
Hello.
Your
We got
papa's
this-
up here, but you can't see him.
Yeah. We got this school that's back behind us in the neighborhood here. Well, behind it, there's a straight piece of asphalt that's probably about a quarter mile long, roughly. And it goes nowhere. Either end goes nowhere. So every now and then we'll just, in the middle of the night, just hear somebody getting it. So last night we heard it, man. It was shaking the damn windows. I don't know what that thing was, but it was loud. About 3 a.m., of course. So dogs barking and shit. I'm like, it's so close to the neighborhood, man. They had to hit it and get the hell out of there because we only heard it for a split second and it was gone.
Huh. Yeah, see, my worry is you know, you may have a quarter mile to run, but how much room do you have to slow down?
You can tell they don't hit it that far.
Yeah.
They probably go 8th mile, if that.
Yeah. That was like Woodman Drive. You don't have a quarter mile. I just blasted it long enough where I was in high gear and knew that I had the guy, and I lifted.
Yeah.
I'm like, done.
Is this my new one or is it for Zayden's?
Yeah, we used to right there on Route 4, right where you get on from Hirschman. That stretch right there, that flat stretch to the dam, that was our spot.
Yeah, they keep an eye on that really, really well now.
Yep. Man, so Barry, we're coming back. I had that little Civic at the time, little 1.4 automatic, slow as dog piss, and he had his Caliber SRT, that aftermarket turbo downpipe. Anyway, we're coming back from like Stanley, heading to my house when I lived off of 4, and he gets up beside me and decides he's going to gun it, and I'm like, okay. So I put the pedal down, and this little Civic is just as high as it will go, just revved out like 94 mile an hour. But we get up over that hill, and there's a motorcycle cop sitting there.
Oh,
So Barry quits playing with me and guns it, takes off. And he passes the cop. The cop sees him, looks back, sees me, and then realizes like he's not catching him. And I'm so slow that it was hilarious because he just laughed and threw his hands up like, what are you doing? I was
you
like,
just
"Man."
lost. You're about to get a ticket.
Yeah, dude, he didn't even pull out, but it was, yeah, but compared to my like 28-second Civic, he said it was an only 11-second car. I said, yeah, but
I was going to say something to Jason. The hell was it?
I got a question, Jeremy.
yeah.
I got a customer that has a diesel Chevy Cruze, and I think it needs the delete done on it.
Let me see. It's probably that's new. No,
Can we tune that stuff out of it?
I think she.
Sometimes you got to do a couple little puffs
I don't know.
To be completely honest, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either because I think that's what the problem is. It won't read in. I think it needs fucking. It needs to delete it.
Let me look.
Is your dance one?
Do you know what year it is?
I think it's a 2012.
Maybe you can use.
I'll know in the next day or so. I gotta look at it, but I'm pretty sure that's a problem. It won't regen, and it's a friend of mine, and they've been taken advantage of, multiple times, and because I think they've replaced the turbo,
That's the 2-liter turbo diesel, right?
they've done all the fucking everything, and they're like, it runs fine, it just won't regen, and then it goes into where it starts what is it, where it starts taking the power away, it starts
Reduced engine power.
reduce engine power.
So
Yeah, this one. It comes out.
no, everybody, it says HP Tuners does not support this. Everybody's using EFI Live
Okay,
for custom tuning.
all right. Well, they might be screwed, so
Which all that is, that's getting a handheld tuner that's
Hey, Digger.
flashed anyway.
It would be safer for him for you to tell him, not Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell
yeah,
her
you want to tell her to go somewhere, Digger?
He
Go
will
ahead.
witness a murder,
especially when she knows
Yeah,
exactly where you're at.
That's my kid. She's related to my wife, so yeah, look out.
Digger said to tell you to go to another room because we can hear you in the background. Mhm.
I
This
didn't say
microphone,
that.
this microphone that I've got is really, really, really sensitive. So I've got the gain
Tell her that
all
was
the way
Digger.
down.
Tell her that
I
was
did.
Digger. We
I
were
did.
okay with it.
Kaylee can get real gangster real quick. If you
Yeah, I
want.
was going to say, you don't know who you're messing with right now. There's a reason
This,
why I make sure all the dishes are done at my house.
This transmission mount I found on Summit for $50.
You can get them on fucking Amazon for 20. Hell, I think I got one in the garage, Rob. It's an aluminum one. It's already drilled.
You got the one hole or the one?
It's got 3. It's got everything in it.
Yeah.
Because
Was that Maya?
Yeah.
That's all right.
my baby.
Peppo said hi, baby.
Let me see it, Renee.
Hi.
Hi. Don't tell her it was me. Yeah, you know better.
Limp mode in front of old guys.
Don't tell her it was me.
Hi, a little bit.
Say hi.
Yeah,
She
Papa's
gets some
camera
new
ain't working.
glasses. She got new.
I think I got it now.
They're a couple months old.
Oh, okay.
The glasses.
The older she gets, the more she looks like her mom.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I still think she looks like Brenna.
I mean,
I do not have pink hair.
not yet. Not yet.
She better not.
Yeah, Brenna has
Ugh.
really pink hair right now.
I'm not ready for all that, man. We just had to go through Mason yesterday. He had his first little heartbreak.
Oh no.
So yeah, that was a interesting dad speech I had to come up with on the spot. I was not ready for. Come on.
Yep.
I got a 20-year-old little boy that I have to have heartbreak conversations with, so
Yeah, we do too.
it doesn't
We,
go
we
away.
do too at the shop.
Yeah, it doesn't go away. So yeah.
Can't wait until spring. I'm right there with you, old man.
Man, I am ready, old McDonald. Today was like the total teaser.
It was. It
Me
was
and
nice.
Brenna went out to where I keep the camper. She was like, "Dad, it's so nice." I'm like, I just want to go down to Caesars Creek. But literally, last night I was on the Caesars Creek like fishing group thing, and it was like lake's still 100%, iced over. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, Bob said he was going to go to the river. I don't know if he ended up doing it or not.
That's what I was telling Rob. I was like, man, next time we go camping, I want you to bring your boat down. I haven't been out
I've
on a
told you,
boat.
let me know, but then you
Forever.
disappear. I don't hear nothing from you.
Oh, it ain't gonna be long. Ain't gonna be long.
September 1st, 6th, 7th, 9th, 11th, 16th, 17th, 21st, and 28th birthdays.
Woo!
That's a whole lot.
Hi, Wendy. Yeah, we got one on the 17th. Oh, you know who else's birthday is on the 17th? Our hair lady, Alicia's birthday is on the 17th.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
I got to find some. We might end up having to go to her or something because I got to find somewhere
Oregon.
for me and the boys to go. We usually went, to my uncle, but he's only open when we're at work. So
yeah, man, when I can't get into her, I just go to Great Clips. That's
Dude,
The
they
boys will not
murdered
go.
my hair the last time.
Xavier absolutely refuses. Last time I literally had to drag him out of the car to get him in there.
you didn't like it, huh?
He said they murdered his hair, which
That's how Hunter was. I
don't think it was a bad.
I can't get him to go to anybody but Alicia. Of course, Alicia is the one that cut his hair the first time ever. So
She could cut
Right.
their hair, but she
Yeah.
doesn't use like the razor except for like to go around the back. So if they want an actual barber cut, she can't cut like that.
Who?
Veronica, who does my hair, and who's
Oh.
gonna cut mine.
No, we were talking about Alicia.
No, I don't think she really does.
Hey, the baby.
Like stuff
I
either.
did what you-
Hi, everybody.
Look at that's a computer. Look at there's Maya.
Oh, Maya.
She said, "Hello, Maya.
Maya.
Hey, you want to talk?"
Hi.
She's waving at
Hi,
you.
Maya. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Maya. Maya. What?
She said what?
Hi, Maya.
Whoa, get back.
Maya.
She's trying to play with all my tools over here.
Yep. You just have a bath too.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
Mama.
Maya's hair's still wet too. She just got out of the bath too.
Mama,
Yeah, the only way she'll let us put her hair up is Elsa braid.
Mama.
Love you. Good night.
Okay.
It's a
And lay down.
dumpling.
It looks like an onion because of the line.
It's like the dumpling with the little steamer basket.
Yeah,
Good night.
there's the store.
Staples when I went to go.
How do they have that?
I have no idea.
No talking about boyfriend.
There's a rare one that's very glittery.
That's one random thing.
Yeah, we don't do boyfriends yet. We're not ready for all that.
I mean, I have friends that are boys.
No, you don't either.
Daddy, she'd have to have friends that are boys. She's around boys 24/7 because all she's got is brothers.
For real.
She better
I got cousins
learn
that
video
are
games or
boys.
something.
You can go to bed, baby.
Just got home from work.
It's a
Yeah, it's a dumpling.
All right, you guys go.
Go to bed.
Good night. Love you.
Show the trash picked up in the morning out. Go to bed.
Where's the boys at?
Where do you think?
Playing their games.
Well, Xavier is actually. Mason's not because he pissed me off earlier, so I took the computer and the Xbox.
Oh,
So he's out there
well,
watching.
you'll have that.
Well, I told him to feed and give the dogs water like 7 times, and then
Yeah.
finally got there for dinner, and it still wasn't done. So I
Yep.
flipped.
Yeah, I'm about to get on my router and shut everybody down because somebody didn't take the trash out to the curb. Abby had to do it.
Mm. That's my favorite little app. We'll be yelling for them. They don't answer. I'll just,
Click,
Dink.
click, click.
and then they're like, Dad, the internet's not working.
I
Yeah,
know.
why don't you come here? I know. So now they don't even ask. They just,
Yeah,
they
my
just come running to see what I want.
my Tuesday is dumpster day too. He helped Bobby
This is
push the
Monday.
dumpster around at night. Dude, we got to put a fuel pump in that big ass Dodge. It's
Which
a
one,
54-gallon mid tank.
Dude,
50.
there's no lifting the bed on that, so we're gonna have to drop the tank.
No, we're not dropping the tank. We're going to drop the 2 gates down the sides, cut the welds on the rail.
Pull the board up.
We don't have anything to pull that tank.
We can use that cart.
Sorry, I had to go give the
Either,
dog.
either that, or we can put it on the drive on and use the 2 jacks and
Yeah.
lower it down on those.
It's gigantic. 54-gallon.
God, that's like my motorhome gas tank.
Yeah, dude, it's huge.
My motorhome's
know.
55 gallons.
Dan, it's not a bed. It's a 5500 Dodge Ram.
With a
It's
giant
got a
drive-on
big
gate for
flatbed, like
mowers.
stake bed that they put mowers and equipment on.
It's got a big like trailer gate that folds down.
Yeah.
No, transmission jack. That the head on the transmission jack's only this big. You struggle balancing that thing.
Yeah, this
Rob,
gas
you just gotta
tank
do it.
is,
You gotta do it like we used to, Rob. You gotta have 2 55-gallon drums
oh
under the
my
drive
God.
on. Remember that? We'd let it
Yeah.
down. That's how you have to do it.
So
I guess.
if our drive-on rack would have allowed it,
Yeah.
we'd probably be okay with it. But I think if we put it on the drive-on rack, the gas tank's going to be right above the rear.
On the cross member.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing is really long.
Yeah, it is very long.
Oh,
like-
it's got the lawnmower bed on it, doesn't it? With the little
Yeah.
dovetail and the. Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, it's got like a trailer gate that folds down in the back,
Yeah.
so you can drive up onto
Those
it.
things are a pain in the ass to work
Here.
on.
Guess who sent that?
Bobby.
He's got a torch on it.
Yeah. Well, what if? Well, no, that would still be in the way, wouldn't it? And I said if you put the wheels all the way back, but that crossmember would still be in the way, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No, if we could put it all the way back, yes, but if we can, we'll have to have the doors open
Yeah, you had to have the door open. Yeah.
because the gate goes 8.
That's what I was thinking.
past the axle.
We could back it on. If we back it on,
Yeah, then you can just sit it right on top of Rob's toolbox.
could do that.
My box ain't there no more. It's on the other side.
No, but we could still use the jacks. If we back it on there, we could use the jacks.
Yeah, you guys got some big,
And we'll have
screw
to.
jacks, don't you?
Or set it down on my cart.
Drive on rack.
Just get a sawzall, cut a hole in the fucking bottom of the tank, drop the motherfucker out the bottom, be done with it.
How you going to unscrew it from the top though?
I said cut a hole in the bottom and fucking pull it out the bottom. I don't know. Fuck me.
No, I still think that cutting the welds on the floor and then just lifting the whole plate off the bed.
Well, you do have a welder there.
Does it
Yeah.
just mesh? on
That
the
cost
bottom?
me
I don't remember.
$30,000, so he should be able to weld it back on there for you.
It looks like probably a 3 foot by 6 foot sheet.
Damn.
Gotcha.
And
Damn. That's gonna
it's
be
probably
heavy.
not quite 1/4 inch. It's probably 3/16.
But it probably won't fit in between like your side by side lifts, will it? Because it's too wide.
No, it would.
Would it?
It would.
It probably would.
Well, you can just pick the
Just
bed
pull
up
the
and
mirrors in.
yeah, and just pick the bed up, and you're still gonna have to have the door open.
It's not a normal bed.
I know it's not a normal bed, but
So
if you backed it in like in Hunter's Bay with the
Yeah.
door open and cut it loose, and then lift the bed up with the side by side rack.
Oh, you're talking about the plate?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The bed. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. I have a vision in my head what it looks like because I have worked on those things before, but a lot of those old NPRs had it. God,
Well, the bed length, the bed floor, it mounts just like a box does on a box truck. So,
well,
The
then it should
floor,
bolt on.
huh?
It should bolt on then.
But it's got like those 4x8 blocks underneath all those rails.
Yeah,
So
but the
the
bolts go through
actual
those.
floor is diamond plate steel that is welded to the outside rails.
That's kind of what it looks like, but without
Oh,
the.
okay. Well, we did that at the county. We had to lift those beds off like that. That's what we did. Of course, I had an overhead crane, but
Right.
I mean, you got as long as it'll fit in between your side by side lift, you can lift that bed off. That bed doesn't weigh as much as a car does.
No, I think cut.
You got to
those-
have the dang door open. That's the problem, and the weather's kind of funky right now. So
Yeah.
I mean, if we cut just that one piece of steel, we could use Hunter's jack or his.
Oh,
lift
there it is.
truck.
yeah, right, and just lift the bed off of it.
Just lift that one plate off the bed, and we could
Mhm.
access the fuel pump.
Or you could just cut an access hole in the fucking bed and
That's what it looks like.
just have Hunter take a cutting torch, put a piece of metal between the bed and the tank, have him cut a piece of, a square out of the tank, out of the bed, and then you can get to the tank, and when you're done, just weld the bed back on, weld that plate back in. Just make it like an access door, like we used to do in the Firebirds. We just take our freaking rip saw and, cut the fucking
Yeah.
floor out of it. I don't know.
Now, it's not a bad idea because we could weld in another plate.
Yeah, you
Stop.
can weld another plate in. They're just going to drive over it. It's not like it's a big deal. They're just parking
Yeah.
lawnmowers and shit on
Well, I
it.
mean, if we cut a piece out and then weld 2 more pieces in and actually just bolt it down, it'd be an access for it.
Yeah, you could actually put a dang hinge on it or whatever you wanted to, or
Yeah.
tabs and bolts, and yeah, that's what I would do. But just put a
So-
piece of metal between the, when you're cutting, so you don't burn
Right.
the tank up, because I'm sure the tank's plastic. So
Dan, theoretically, yes, we should be able to drop it on the ground, but it's a 54-gallon tank and it is gigantic. It's not just
and they're always full when the fuel pump goes bad.
well, it's 3/4 of a tank, so it's heavy.
Well, I mean, we can pump it out too.
Yeah, we emptied that blue plastic drum.
Yeah.
So if it come down to it, yeah, but I still think cutting that plate on the bed, just do it that way and be done
And
with
just
it.
make an access door and be done with it.
I think that'd be most efficient.
Just go over to Lowe's nose and get a piece of sheet metal to stick in there, so you don't,
Blow it up.
I think
We have some there.
yeah, I think I've got a
Load
piece
up.
of the back.
Yeah.
I
There's
mean, you
still
don't
a
have
few
to use
sheets
a
like
torch. You could use a cutoff wheel and not make a big mess, and then you'd have Hunter could weld that back in if you cut it out with a chop saw, or a angle cutter.
Yeah.
I got that big 4-inch death wheel that'll
Right. Yeah, just cut you an access panel and be done with it. Put a fucking hinge on it and a bolt. That way, next time it goes, we'll just unbolt it, and this time it's going to cost you X amount. Next time it's going to cost you $10 less because I don't have to cut a hole in it. Not $10, but
That's what I said to do, was just put it like a bully dog pump on the top of it.
yeah.
Just not even worry about it. But you still have to put a pickup and stuff in the tank.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd pull past it.
Hey, I just got paid for a job I did today. Yay!
It happens to be Thursday nights.
Venmo. Been out hoeing on fucking Wednesdays again. I told you to quit that shit.
It makes money.
It pays the rent. Shut up.
I was going to say sometimes it don't pay the bills, but
Yeah, right. Sometimes it costs me money. I go in the red.
we have a forklift. But I think unbolting all of those U-bolts would be a pain in the ass because this thing is a rust bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get the death wheel out, cut a 12 by 12 hole.
I don't see any
Yeah.
plow mounts on it, but it looks like a plow truck. I mean, that thing.
Oh
is
no,
rusty.
it does.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
So maybe
And
they do
those
use it as a plow
rails,
truck.
the side rails that drop down.
Yeah.
There's probably the rails on the side are probably 12 or 14 inches tall. They're Swiss cheese. You could throw a damn cat through them.
Oh gosh,
Yeah, it's rusty as hell.
it's like you live in Ohio or something. Weird.
So I couldn't imagine trying to take all those U-bolts off that bed to Rust Jack City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But I think actually making a hinged access panel would probably be the best idea. Get a couple.
Yeah, we can do that.
Get a couple.
I have a couple like trailer hinges.
Okay.
Well, one of those on there and a little stop.
Yep.
yeah, just weld a little flat. Put some bolts in it or whatever. Well, hell, you don't even have to put nothing in. I mean, there's gonna be driving over as well.
I'll cut the hole because Hunter can't cut a straight line to save his life.
Nope.
Well, he comes by that naturally. I can't cut a fucking straight.
That would be kind of cool though.
Yeah, because then next
Then
time.
again, we still have to take the bed off the damn thing to do that.
Now that I've worked on a couple dump trucks that I'd put the dump all the way up.
Is it a gas or a diesel?
It's gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 6.54. No, wait, no, wait.
6'4".
It's Dodge 6'2".
6'4".
Is
It's a
it? Yeah,
6'4". Yeah, fucking junk Hemi.
Yep.
Junk.
Well, so far it doesn't need lifters yet.
Well, it probably doesn't have the cylinder deactivation, being it's a heavy duty. It does.
Probably not. No,
It
I
does.
don't know. Does it?
In my scanner, it was showing activated or deactivated.
Junk.
I was looking at that new Altel today. If he's gonna let me trade that Snap-on in, I might jump on
Dude.
that.
Altels are the freaking crap.
Yeah, they have outsmarted.
Yeah, they have made everybody else's shit look stupid.
Yeah,
Well, I've got that Snap-on Solus that's relatively new, but I don't know. It's just not convenient, I guess. Kind of a pain.
well, between the Zeus, mine, and everything else, we can pretty much have everything covered.
Well, I've got one. You've got one. Hunter's got that Modus
Yeah,
plus the Zeus. But we're all the time having to grab your Altel because the Snap-on won't do it for one reason or another. But we still have to have one because of the, the Mopar, whatever you call it.
the auto off.
No, the security thing. The
I've got that on my Altel too.
do you know? I thought that was like a Snap-on only.
No, that's everybody. Yeah, I bought mine, I think 2 weeks after it came out because I couldn't access a Dodge Dart that I was trying to work on.
Yeah.
And AAA wouldn't pay for it.
Stupid Fiat.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's the old school Snap-on scanners with the little cards and stuff that you had to put in there.
the brick.
Yep.
Yep.
I still have one of those in the garage with the keychain full of chips.
So the Solus actually had those chips just before I bought my Modus Edge,
Yeah.
and then the chips were gone.
No, this
But-
one's still the brick with the little thumb wheel on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I still have in my Snap-on box, I still have the chips for
The
the
little
older.
LED or the little LCD readout screen.
Yeah, it was still green
Yeah.
and black,
Yeah.
like an old Nokia.
You had like 4 lines of data.
Yeah. Things this big, but it's screenless.
My YTech works fine. Which one is that, Tom? Is that the Chrysler
That's
scanner?
the
Yeah, that's the Chrysler.
yeah. We need a Tech 2 also. Technically, I can do it through the
Well, I've got a candy module as soon as somebody will let up off a Tech 2 somewhere.
yeah. We can do it on the laptop through the pass through that we have.
Tech too, Rob.
I did. I traded it off for my Solus Ultra. For that Chrome one I had a long time ago.
Yay!
Actually, no. I got more trade in on that one because that was the only one in the region. It was the
Yeah.
very first one off the truck.
That Tech 2 came from the truck plant.
It did.
I know it did.
We don't need them often, but when you do, man, it's so nice to have.
Dealership Micropod. Can you hook a brother up, Tom? I'll pay for it.
I don't know that I've ever seen a 7-liter Mopar.
What? What'd I miss?
Old McDonald said, I have heard Mopar made up to from a 6.4 liter to a 7-liter.
Oh, I see that now.
I don't know that
Wow.
I've ever seen a 7-liter.
What the hell? Oh, wait.
I mean, that would have to be in the big
It's
truck.
a 426.
Yeah, but I'm saying like modern.
Yeah.
What's
Are you
the
talking like modern cars or like the old 426s?
What's the V10?
8 liter, I think it is.
Yeah, something like that. 8 or 8.2.
Ford's,
something.
Ford's a 6.8. I actually happen to own one of those right now.
Yeah, that's what's in that Jayco, isn't it?
Yeah. But it doesn't have variable cam timing, thank God.
Liters.
I know the GMs have that 8.2,
8.3 liter.
8.3.
Yep.
What's the 8.3?
That's the Dodge V10.
Oh, is that the V10 8.3? Okay.
No,
Yeah,
he's
the
talking about
8.1 in the
The
Chevy.
8.1 was the GM. That was like the last of the big blocks. James has
Yeah.
a truck
Yeah.
with an 8.1 in it. Yeah.
We have a customer who's got an Avalanche with one of those in there, dude, and I want it
Mhm.
so bad. Thing's clean.
Old McDonald's talking about old school 7-liter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't think they make anything that big modern.
440 is actually bigger than 7 liter.
Yeah, 7.3.
Because 7 liters were like 426s and 427s. Because Ford had a 7 liter in the, oh gosh, back in the 66. Fairlane was a 7 liter.
Yeah.
Had 427 in it.
I think that's what was in that Torino Cobra that Uncle Bill had. It obviously didn't come in it, but that's what he put in it.
The 429.
It's like 1 liter was like 61.1 cubic inches. So 440 would actually be like a 7.2.
Dan
So
said
like a 460 is a 7.5. I think a 454 is a 7.4. And then
Dan
the
said the 440
8.1,
was 7.3.
the 8.1 was like 496 cubic inches.
3.5
Yeah,
big
3.5
bottles of
big
soda.
bottles of soda. Yeah.
Yep.
What's up, John?
Yeah, there Dan goes 60.5 inches. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of forgot about that conversion.
Damn Canadians.
I was on the computer today trying to figure out. We got that C5 Corvette in there that we're putting wheels and tires on in a exhaust for a customer. And he's got these botched wheels on them that are spray painted like 7 times, and they're just hideous. But it's got a 20 in the rear and a 19 up front. But the wheels he got are 18, 18 by 8s in the front, 18 by 10 and a halfs in the rear. But he wanted a tire that's the same size, so I was trying to do the conversion over and over and over again, trying to find a tire that would work.
John's
So
in
we-
here dropping bows on us. Ah.
423.3.
Me and Jason had a chart up on the wall between the first and second bay for a long time.
Yeah,
Hey, Mohawk.
Jasper.
I don't know what the hell
What's up,
ever
Mohawk?
happened to it. Because it was a magnet and it stuck on that old porcelain covered wall. And then it just disappeared. It was nice to be able to reference to it.
Yeah, because what's the Chevy 7 liters? That's the 427, isn't it?
Yeah,
In the
420.
vets.
Yeah. The new and the old, like you had the old big block 427, and you had the LS 7 liter.
Man, I was messing around Google. Maybe it wasn't Google. I can't remember what it was, but ran
Oh, I
across
just
the speed.
It's probably midget porn.
just
No,
seen Bobby's text.
negative. But I ran across a 427 LS, 700 and some horsepower. It's already got the Holley fuel injection on it. It's turnkey. It's ready to go. You just got to bolt the transmission up. $18,000.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is you can throw nitrous or turbo, any kind of boost at it. So I was like,
That question was ever answered. 6'1" or 6'4", which one's more upgradable? Probably the 6'4" because of all the
hot rod shit.
hot rod stuff out there for it. Yeah.
Oh, weird. You didn't get your question answered on Uncle Tony's live. Weird.
There's a huge market out there for those.
He doesn't know shit about a fucking new motor anyway, so.
Yeah.
He is still blows his mind with that what is it, the Dodge Intrepid that he drives? What is that Chrysler fuel injected car he drives every day?
15th, and we have a
Who, Uncle Tony?
Yeah.
He drives a stupid Jeep.
No, he's got a Chrysler car that he was driving and he loved it because of the fuel injection.
He goes to DC the next
He doesn't like fuel injection, so
I
don't
know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
I
yeah.
think he said it was a Dodge Intrepid.
Yeah.
Dodge Intrepids suck.
Yeah, they do. My buddy Josh had one, dude, and we were cruising on the highway, and the transmission literally fell out of it onto the ground, just dragging. That thing was such a piece.
Oh, that's Professor P and John Cope. Yeah. So the Dodge, the Dodge Intrepid was the very first car I ever replaced an engine computer on because
Yeah, exactly.
it wasn't picking up.
Exactly, John. John knows who knows it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Professor P or John Cope.
but it wouldn't pick up the O2 sensor. It kept on throwing O2 sensor bad or whatever, and ended up being an engine
Tony
computer.
doesn't know that shit.
You remember who that was, Jason? That dude with the really long
He's
beard.
Tony's stuck on 318s and just garbage. What? I'm sorry.
You remember the old man that drove that Dodge Intrepid, the black and gray one that I did the engine computer in because of the O2? He had a beard and always smoked freaking cigars.
Oh,
Little short, chubby guy.
man, who was that guy?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
His wife passed away, and he ended up moving somewhere else. So that's why we never saw him again.
that was the guy that when he retired from the Air Force, like he grew his hair out and
Yes.
his beard out. Jeez, who was that guy? He was kind of a weirdo. Man, I know who you're talking about. I can see him, but his name was John something. John,
Was it John?
yeah. Gosh, what was his name?
But if you have a breaker point question,
Yeah,
that'd be for Tony.
yeah. If you want to convert your Jeep to breaker point ignition, just call UTG. Who the fuck cares? It's an AMC motor.
Yeah.
Plastic water pumps and impellers. Yep.
He's talking about the one on that 4.7 that I did.
Yep. It's more and more almost everything now has got plastic coolant
Yeah.
pieces.
Volkswagen's the new Beetle, whenever that came out, 2000. That was the one
O2.
I ever saw the first plastic impeller on. It fell off like it was
Yep.
garbage.
Well, we've got a BMW that's overheating right now, and those got 3 auxiliary water
Yeah.
pumps that are all plastic.
Pressed on to a metal shaft.
Yep.
Brilliant idea. Not even glued, just pressed on to a knurled shaft. Like, let's take something that gets hot and expands,
Fantastic.
press a plastic impeller onto a metal shaft. Makes total sense. Hey guys, I have a great idea.
I do too.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. That's what matters.
That's one of them. I
Yeah.
gotta get a shower first though. I tried to do a starter on one of those new Beetles and had to give up. I couldn't see it at all because it's on top.
Pack it
It's
in
under
there.
the battery.
Yeah, it's under the battery. Yeah.
Good night,
Yeah, we
John.
learned that one. I remember
I
when
just
people
did
would
one on
like,
Julie's daughter's yellow
people would
V-Dub.
like drive those up onto curb stops and parking blocks and just blow the whole radiator out. It was great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
They
take
sit
the
so
world's
low.
greatest car and just make it a piece of shit. Like literally.
I don't know. My last experience with the old Beetles were not so fun.
Jason got the pull. Yeah.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, it's been fun.
All right, Bubba.
Good night, everybody.
All right, Germ. Love you, man.
Love you
Love
too.
you guys. Love everybody.
Love you, bro.
Everybody have a good week. I probably won't be live this week because I'm going to be super busy. So
Good night, Wendy.
There's
You tell
Don.
me to say good night.
Don,
Don.
Don stops in to tell us good night.
Yeah.
Thanks, Don. We appreciate that, though, brother.
Thanks, Dan. Off to
See you guys.
Z-Land. Yep. All right, guys. We will catch you next Tuesday. And
Take
Don't
it
have
easy,
too
Mohawk.
much fun this week.
Oh, it's windy.
Oh, shit. All right. Confusing
Hi,
enough.
Wendy. Take it easy. Take it easy, Dan. I might see you tomorrow, Rob. I'm going to be out on the road going in betwixt where, well, you're in betwixt where I'm going to be going, but
You know,
can't
we'll be
make no
there.
promises because, you know, I got to get home and get my nap. So, but all right.
All right, bro. We'll be safe.
All right. Love you,
All right.
man. Take it
Love you,
easy.
bro.
Bye.
See you. See you, everybody. Have a good what's left of your week, and we will catch y'all next Tuesday. Cool. Later.